Hey guys, JC6 here. Back at you with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are on case 3 right now for the murder of Jack Hammer. And I think this is pretty much the last part to case 3, this trial. So let's continue. Let's see, that's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. According to your testimony, you were at a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's see. Action run through. Okay, I think we gotta press this one. Why did it go on so long? Pretty sure J00 already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run through, see? Alright, that's the limp, which of course led to my missing my lunch. WOFS? Rolling on the floor starving? Oh man, even I didn't. How did I couldn't even figure. I didn't figure that out. WOFS. Oh man, heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. I had meetings in the studio teacher, so I ended up skipping lunch until after 4. No one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well. Yeah, not at 1. What's he swaying so much about, I wonder? Only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it later. Phoenix, if this alibi holds powers is finished. Hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Man. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sort of hours. It's the industry way. I know all about the freaks in your industry. See, still, FWIW, I was pretty busy all that day. For what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day. Okay, I don't know how I just figured that out. FWIW. I don't see that abbreviation. I don't know how I came up with that. For what it's worth. I think that might be what it stands for. I don't know how I just thought that up. It just came to me. You know how sometimes when you're doing something, stuff just comes to you. I mean, I don't know. The mind works in strange ways. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. Well, we're gonna have to press everything. In the employee area? That's right, it was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Was anyone else at the run through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, LOL. And she was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. Certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. Why did it go on for? Well, we already seen this already. Yeah, everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. Oh, he's got that snake face going on. Assistant cooks some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. Let's see, so in the end you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can J00 believe it? And that must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Wait a second, what? Wait, I guess it's a little vague, I think. There is something bothering me. Mr. Manila, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation. Wow, we're kind of similar to each other, because I did the same thing. Right now, I'm like, I got a bag of chocolate right next to me right now, because right now I'm recording hours of footage right now, so I got a bag of chocolate, some coffee, to help me push past the starvation. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. Yeah, us professionals, we got similar habits to each other. Yeah, being a professional, you're gonna start doing stuff like carrying chocolates. Start doing stuff like smoking. I don't smoke, but you know, some professionals, they smoke. Start drinking coffee. And a lot of people like to drink alcohol after work, you know, that kind of stuff. You can say it's the habit of the professional. People who want to make money in this city life. I think that's what professional is. Somebody that makes money in a field. A professional has to keep pushing on whether they feel like it or not. They just keep pushing on, so they started forming these habits like smoking and drinking and like this guy eating chocolate. I mean, we were in a meeting, wait a second, I had a meeting in Syria too. Yeah, no steak at least, can you believe it? That is something, yeah, it's contradictory, because he told us he ate chocolate, then he say he doesn't have anything to eat, but he ate some chocolate. Come on, now that you mention it. Mr. Manila, what do J00 mean? When I went to that trailer, I saw something on the table. There were 2 plates on the table, the same kind of plates as an employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. Why are you lying on the witness stand? T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Why? A mental image I'll carry with me to my grave. Wait a second, if they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing? Still samurai story in our budget. Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can J00 believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? You didn't take a single break? What? You just say you took a break. Didn't you say you wolfed down like a plate of food or something? Press harder. Yeah, press harder. Wait a second, Mr. Manila, you just contradicted himself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. He wolfed down that plate of food during the break. Man, if I went to law school, I think I'd be a pretty good lawyer. Whoops, ROFL. Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Can you just be consistent with what you're saying? Jeez. I mean, we're in the court of law and a man's life is at stake here. Took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well, Mr. Manila. Your testimony, please. Burke? Heh. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, for WIW, we took a break. ROFL. It was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. That's only what? Not enough time for someone to say commits murder in Studio 1, LOL. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Yeah, 15 minutes for lunch, crap. I mean, I'm getting bad flashbacks to high school, because I think lunch was only like 30 minutes, and lunchtime was only 30 minutes. Then there was that long line for lunch. I mean, everybody had to skip in that lunch line, because if you didn't skip, there was no way you were going to get lunch and be able to eat it. That's how bad it was. I mean, everyone, actually, that was like kind of an extension of the rat race going on in the society. You know, everyone have to compete against each other. I mean, I think in high school there was some, you could say, some cheating going on on the test, or even homework, because there was no way you were going to get through all the homework without, you know, taking some shortcuts. You know, it was just impossible. And the lunch line, there's no way, like I said, there was no way you were going to eat lunch without skipping in the line. There was just no way you were going to finish your lunch. I mean, you try to be a nice guy, you ended up shooting yourself, you ended up getting no lunch. Let's see, it was only 15 minutes. We took a break. What time exactly did you take this break? I say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's impossible time-wise. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on the trailer table. Alright, the other one was Diva's. D. Vasquez. Oh, Diva. Diva. Oh, okay. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. I don't know, I had to eat my lunch in 5 minutes. I was in the lunch, during the high school, I had to eat my lunch. I had to just throw my food down my stomach in 5 minutes sometimes. Yeah, that's quite a feat. Yeah, I mean, I guess lawyers could take their time. You know, you got more free time, I guess, in some way. You get to set your own hours as a lawyer, I guess, so you can kind of take your time eating lunch. Okay, let's press this one. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning, Your Honor? The testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in this trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Well, Mr. Wright? Okay, guys, I'll stop it right here. Next time we'll continue on with case 3. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.